Another piece that we deal with at level 1 is making sure that the leaders have the right type of facilitation skills, right? A lot of times leaders come into meetings, and when I use the word leader here, I don't mean leader in the org chart. Anyone can be a leader in a matrix, because you can be a team leader, you can be a meeting leader, you can be the leader of a particular area, you could be the leader of a steering team. So that word leader means much more in a matrix, because I'm in a role to create a situation where I need to bring a team together to create an output. So the skill set they have, especially around projects, is making sure that they can actually stand up and engage a team in the process of creating the plan. So a lot of times I've talked to a few people, we've done training on this, right, is they really think they're collaborating. And that's one of the key pieces where in our training, we put them through experiences so that they recognize that what they think they were collaborating, they really weren't. And we call, when you're not collaborating, you're in what we call a directive leadership approach. And a directive leadership approach is where you're really in this tell mode, right? And where I'm controlling the process. So the leader gets the project assigned to them, and they call a bunch of people, they send some emails and say, okay, great, we're on a team together, what do we need to get done? So now leaders will email them the task list, or the project leader will put it together, they'll organize it, and then they'll send it back out to the team, or they bring them together in a meeting and pop it up on the screen, and now everyone's staring at a Microsoft project list. And some of them are zoning out because they don't even see their stuff on the page. And the leader's presenting the plan. We're going to do this, we're going to do this, then we need to do this. Couple things. That may seem faster up front because now you've got this task list. The problem is you haven't built any commitment or buy-in to what really needs to happen, and you haven't really understood all the interdependencies that happen in a project. So when we need to lead a project without authority, we really need to understand what are all the pieces that need to come together. What are all the handoffs between the different team members? As a leader of the team, you can't know all that. So you need the skill set and the methodology to actually create the plan together. So a couple of things in training that we help them do is first, see that oh, I have to do this differently. Because if I do this differently up front, I'm going to be able to save a lot of time downstream. I worked with one organization I was training, and I've trained, over 1,000 people or more in our methodology on project management. And I was in Singapore once and training a group where somebody stood up at the end, he said, I've been to project management training, and that wasn't project management training. This is. I now know what it means to actually plan together. And that was because he actually had an experience where he learned what it was. He actually had to do a case study and practice it and engage with it not only as the facilitator, but also as the team member, which is really important. So it's just a powerful tool to be able to do it differently.